Hello and welcome to the day 16 of my White Christmas holiday tutorial series. Today I'm gonna be making a pocket letter, and I'm also having a giveaway to thank you guys for 26,000 subscribers. It really means so much to me. I'll be giving away some dies and stamps and embellishments, and they will go to one random commenter on this video. I will tell you more at the end when I'm finished with the project. As always, I'm going to use a 9-pocket plastic page as a base for my project. This gift card envelope die is by Sizzix and Holtz, and I used it to die cut 9 shapes out of white paper that is linen textured. Now I'm going to assemble 3 of the bags, and it's super easy to do. You just have to apply adhesive onto that long flap and fold it up like that. Then I'm pressing it down to stick, and then I'm applying adhesive at the bottom flap and stick it down as well. I'm going to assemble 3 bags like that, and for the remaining 6 bags I'm planning to do something more. I'm going to embellish them before assembling them. And this is what I'm going to use this die for. It's called the LUDLOW Triangle Collage, and it's by Birch Press Design. I'm going to center it on the front of my bag, and I'm leaving about 1/4 of an inch space at the top. And here is the little trick that we should do. I am positioning it on a cutting plate, and I am aligning this crease line on the die cut with the edge of the cutting plate. Then I'm going to cover it up with another plate and sending through the die cutting machine like that. And this is the result that I get. Only the front of the bag is die cut now. Now I'm folding the bag along that crease line, and I'm trimming off the excess with the scissors. I will repeat this process for all the remaining bags. Then I'm going to back up those bags with a piece of craft cardstock. So I've die cut Neenah Desert Storm cardstock to that size that you see in the screen right now, and then I'm going to add a little bit of pattern and texture to those panels. I'm using Picket Fence Distress Stain to create some splattering all around the panels. You can also use white acrylic paint or gesso. When the paint is dry, I'm going to apply a little bit of liquid glue at the wrong side of the bag, and I'm going to stick down those craft panels. I did that to all 6 bags, and now I'm going to finish assembling them. So I'm applying a little bit of liquid glue to those intricate areas on the flap, and for the remaining larger areas I'm using a tape runner. Then I will also stick down the bottom flap just as I did with the plain bags. And as always, you can find the list of tools and supplies that I'm using on my blog, as well as in the description below this video. So here are my bags, nearly ready, but I think I'm gonna add a little bit more to them. So I'm going to put a tiny dot of glue at each intersection of those lines in the pattern, and then I'm going to stick a half pearl onto each dot of the glue. That is 10 pearls for each bag. Then I'm also going to fold the top flap of the bag and tuck it inside to close up the bag. I'm actually planning to put some goodies inside, like ephemera and embellishments, but I will do it off the screen because it's kind of a secret. Of course, all those bags would do great as gift card holders, but for now I'm going to use them on a pocket letter. So I'm going to slip the bags inside the 3 pockets at the top row of my page, as well as at the 3 bottom pockets, just like that. Now they are looking a bit like banners. Before inserting the 3 remaining bags into the page, I'm going to embellish them a little bit. So I'm using this stencil by Tim Holtz that is called Holiday Knit. I have put some washi tape as the mask because I'm only going to use one strip of this pattern for my project. I am positioning the stencil on top of my bag, and then I'm going to apply some Antique Linen Distress Oxide ink through the stencil with a sponge applicator. And I love how this fabric pattern coordinates with the linen texture on the bag. Yet again, I'm going to use the pearls to embellish the bags. I'm attaching one to the center of each flower, as well as some smaller ones around them. Then I will be placing all 3 bags into the remaining pockets. To create the focal image for my pocket letter, I'm going to use Poinsettia Circle Frame die set by Memory Box. I have it die cut 3 times out of white cardstock, and I have layered all 3 pieces using the liquid glue. I have used the 2-inch circle die to cut out an opening on Neenah Desert Storm cardstock, and it fits just inside my wreath. So I'm going to apply some liquid glue onto it and stick it down, aligning only the inside. Then I'm going to use my scissors to cut out the wreath along the outer edge. I've die cut those small poinsettias as well as the leaves using this die that is also the part of the set. And now I'm shaping the flowers and the leaves using the wooden skewer. Now I'm going to attach all those elements onto the flowers that are in the wreath. So I'm putting a dot of glue in the center of the flowers, and I'm attaching the leaves first. Once I'm done with the leaves, I'm reapplying the glue and attaching the red flowers. I'm using a stylus to press the flower down in the center. The adhesive I'm using is a quick drying tacky glue, which is very convenient to work with paper flowers. Now I'm going to attach the wreath right on top of the plastic page with the hot glue. And again I'm going to add pearls in the center of each flowers, as well as on top of the berries in the pattern. I think that pearls are simply amazing just because they are not overwhelming and they are not overpowering any other elements on your project. I have used over 100 pearls for this pocket letter, and yet they don't seem like too much. At this point I have decided to remove one of the flowers and replace it with the bow. So I have made the bow out of white and red ribbons, and I'm attaching it with the hot glue. I will also be securing the ends of the red ribbon just below the bow on the wreath. I am also adding back a couple of green leaves for more natural look. And by the way, the wreath is not blocking any pockets, and if you bend the page like that, you can easily take out the bag and put it back again. As a finishing touch, I decided to add one more stenciled strip of a pattern just above the banners on the bags. So this is going to tie up all the elements together. You probably know that I'd always like to add a couple of tags to my pocket letters, and this time I'm going to use this die. It's called Taglet and Bow by Poppy Stamps. I've die cut it twice out of white cardstock and out of craft. And now I'm going to die cut the number 14 because it's my pocket letter number 14. The numbers I'm using are from the Stencil alphabet that comes with the bag. And this is the result that I get. Now I have to stick the two tags back to back, and I have the lovely background for my letters or numbers. I'm attaching one more leftover poinsettia with a little pearl inside onto the tag as well. I have decided to add this Santa tag to the project as well, since it matches the colors and the theme. If you want to know how to make this tag, watch the project number 9 from this series. Now I'm simply replacing the red and white twine with a plain white one, and I'm going to tie both tags onto the page. I'm trimming off the ends of the twine, and that finishes my project for today. As I mentioned, I'm going to fill all the bags with goodies, and I'm also including one big additional envelope that is filled with dies and stamps. To participate to the giveaway, simply leave your comment to this video by Sunday, November the 25th, and I will announce the winner on Monday. Have a nice week, and thank you so much for watching.